Here's a quick recap of what happened in the NOAK Bang Cup Series Skyline Duels number 1. Zachary Kane would lead the field of 16 cars to the green flag, and they would immediately start battling 3 wide for the lead. This would happen virtually all through the race. Lap number 2, Isaiah Aves would spin off the bumper of Jordan Fixon, but he would make a great save and stay with the pack. It wouldn't really affect him at all, and we would stay green. Andrew Anderson would lead all the way up to lap 9, where there would be a huge wreck off of turn 4. Hunter Cartson turns Aiden Sanders sideways right in front of the pack, causing him to collide with the 92 of Cam Probst. This wreck would also include the 17 of Jordan Fixon, who would spin over end, side over side, over and over again. Really bad wreck for him. It would also include the 71 of Gabriel Sato, the 00 of Austin Sorensen, and the 12 of Andrew Golden. Connor Hudson in the 94 would narrowly miss this crash with the 67 of Isaiah Aves in tow. This would serve as the end of the day for Jordan Fixon in the 17. Restart would happen on lap number 14, where Connor DaCosta would jump to the inside and take the lead away from Andrew Anderson. Then lap 15, Julian Carter would jump to the inside and take the lead away again. This would happen all the way up to the end of the race, constant lead changes. Lap number 19, coming to the white flag, there would be a 4-wide battle off of turn 4 to catch Andrew Anderson, who was by far the most dominant car of the day. It would be Julian Carter who would jump to the inside and take the lead away from Andrew Anderson in turn 2. And all the way to the checkered flag, Connor Hudson would try to make a charge at the end, but it wouldn't be enough. Julian Carter would win Skyline Customs Duel number 1. If the racing in Duel number 2 is half as good as what we saw in the first one, we're in for a very special race today. We hope you enjoy the NOAK Bang Cup Series Skyline Duels number 2 at Daytona. And we welcome you to the NOAK Bang Cup Series Skyline Customs Duels number 2 here at the Daytona International Speedway. We've got 16 cars and drivers getting ready to do battle here at this 2.5 mile super speedway, a really fun racetrack. As you can see, the cars making their way around turns 1 and 2 for the pace lap. We're going to take a look at your starting lineup here in a minute. We're here in Daytona Beach, Florida, a beautiful sight, a beautiful day for this race. We're excited to get these duels wrapped up and get ready for the first race of the season, the official first race, coming up soon. But first, let's get through this race. Here's your starting lineup. Kevin Spencer and Jaden Carter, teammates on the front row. Then you got Wes Hayes, Ronnie Strickland, Colton Butcher, Jack Mitchell. Then you got Jake Gumier, Benson Pedden, Matthew Lasasso with Nathan Inman, Blaze McKinney, who's made quite a splash in the motorsport scene with Matthew Stewart, another veteran, Nate Polite, Carson Manning, and then Matt McGrath is going to be rounding out this field of 15 cars. As they make their way down the back straightaway, getting ready to take the green flag. As you can see, some really nice paint schemes in the field. That's been a really hot topic of conversation with this series. We've had a lot of really cool paint schemes. Now in duel number 1, we saw a lot of really good racing, 3 wide battles, constant changes for the lead. Just a lot of really cool racing. We had to keep cutting back and forth between the cars. And a big wreck off of turn 4 took out one car, but had sent spinning over and over again. So we'll see if we see that kind of carnage and that kind of action today. We also saw a photo finish. We'll see if this race emulates that. As the cars make their way around turn 4, we are getting ready to get these guys' season started. They have been waiting patiently for this race to get started, but now, as they make their way around, it's going to be Kevin Spencer. It's going to lead them to the green flag. The pace car rolls off onto pit road. Cars enter the restart zone, and we are green flag racing in duel number 2. Down the front stretch, the 96 gets a nose out in front. Good run for him against the 8 of Jaden Carter. Already going 3 wide. Look at that. I believe that's for the 5th position. The 34 moves up to the middle. We got a line of 3 cars up top. Looks to be the 76 of Jackson Saka on the inside lane, giving a big push. The cars go down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 96 car moving up. That's an interesting move right there early on in the race. The 49 is in tow. Still 3 wide back there. They're going to jump down. That's a huge move right there. It's also fun when you get a small pack of cars like this racing together. You know, it's not as big to look at. Oh, look at this. The 16 runs up the racetrack a little bit. That was a big move right there early on in the race. It's going to be the pole sitter, Kevin Spencer, leading the first lap here at Daytona. As a line of 4 cars rests on the bottom, but Spencer's going to move up. And now you got that 87, Blaze McKinney, running down on the inside lane. Again, he has made quite the splash in the NR 2003 world. A lot of cars in a lot of different series, and now he is on the inside lane looking for the lead. He's got the 34 car in tow. That is Colton Butcher. He's going to move up to the middle lane, though. Here comes that John Deere Ford on the bottom. But man, that 96 car, Kevin Spencer, it is just putting a whooping on the field right now. He's got a really, really fast car today. We'll see how long he can hold that lead. The other duel, it didn't seem like anybody was able to hold a lead for very long. He's going to lead lap number 2, though. Jumps down in front of the 16. Big moves being made early. There goes Blaze McKinney on the outside lane. Here comes the 16 for the lead on lap number 3. Once again, that is Jake Gumier on the inside lane, taking the lead. Big move on the inside. He's got the 49 in tow. And the 8 car, he was starting on the outside pole. He's on the inside lane. You can see him hooked up with another car down there. Let's take a nice helicopter shot right there. Nice view. To the outside. He's going to fall a few spots. The 49 car is going to take the lead with the 8 of Jaden Carter right behind him. Oh no, they're going to get a run back on the outside lane. That was a really weird bob by the 49. That's going to hold up some cars on the inside lane. Man, that really screwed him up. The outside lane gets it going really nicely. The 16 back to the front. That 96 car, Kevin Spencer, just holding the outside lane. Let's see if we can get an onboard view right here as they make their way around turn 2. Nice view of the 35, Ronnie Strickland down the back straightaway. Just look at that super stretch. A long ways down, but he is pushing Blaze McKinney. He is like a pit bull right behind him, and he's going to push him to the lead. Blaze McKinney looking for the lead here on lap number 4 as they exit turn 4. Oh, there goes the 16 on the outside lane. He's got a huge run. Man, that inside lane, I don't know what is going on with the exit of 4, but they are really having trouble holding their own. That allows the 16 to take back the lead once again with the 96 right behind him and the 8 car behind him in 3rd. Blaze McKinney gets bottled up there in the middle. He's going to fall a little bit. We'll see if that has a big effect on his race. Still got a lot of laps to go here in this Skyline Customs Duel number 2. Look at the 35 car, Ronnie Strickland moving up. Big move right there. Here comes the 49 with a huge head of steam up the bottom. Oh, and here comes Kevin Spencer on the inside lane trying to take back the lead. That 96 car is arguably the most strong one here. Cars sideways on the inside lane again. It is so slick down there. And that is going to really screw up Kevin Spencer. He's going to fall back a little bit. Number 16, Jake Gumier, is going to be able to keep the lead. The number 8 car to the outside, looking for second. He's going to clear for that spot in through turns 1 and 2. The 16 car still trying to hold his own. Now, if they remain clear, they might use that inside lane again through turns 4. Oh, and here comes the number 8 car to the bottom, but he doesn't have much help. The 16 still with a lot of speed on the outside lane. If he holds his line, he could get a better run than the 8. And it looks like he just might. Oh, he's going to run down in front of the 8 car. That could serve in the number 11's favor. That's Matthew Lasasso on the outside lane. Oh, it looks like the bottom lane was able to do pretty well that lap, but not great. The 11 car still able to get a nose in there. 16 car leads us to lap number 7. He's really holding his own. Here comes the 8 car with a whole head of steam. Oh, he moves up to the middle. That leaves a whole lot of room for the number 96, Kevin Spencer, once again taking the lead. It's been nothing but these 3 or 4 guys up here just battling repeatedly for the lead. None of them are wanting to fall back in the pack like some of these other guys like Blaze McKinney. I think you had the 34 of Colton Butcher fall back a little bit. Here comes another lead change, the 35. Ronnie Strickland on the inside lane with a huge push from the 70 of Matthew Stewart. Down to the front stretch. There it goes again. That's going to allow the 96 to get by, lead another lap here at Daytona. Man, this is some really competitive racing right here. Though some of these guys in the back just don't seem to be able to get a very good run. Man, this is really tough for some of those guys. Here comes the 11. Oh, they're on the apron, up the racetrack. Oh my goodness, huge move right there. Wow, that was a big deal. Number 11 car got on the apron. He got behind the 16, and it just loosened them up to the point where they could not hold their own, but they're able to stay in second and third. That was an incredible save. Some other drivers would have just spun it sideways and given up, but no, they are staying with it, and that's going to cause some of these guys in the back to get bogged down a little bit. 3 wide, about 3 by 4 back there. Man, that was crazy. Oh, he's looking back to the inside. The 11 car may have gotten into him. That's Ronnie Strickland into the 35, and the 11 of Matthew Lasasso may have gotten together there. May have been just a little bit of contact, but I'll tell you what, these spotters are probably puckered up a little bit today, man. They've got to be on edge right now with how these guys are racing. 96 car continues to lead down the back straightaway. The number 35 on the bottom lane trying to make it work. Hasn't been able to make that exit of 4 work since the beginning of the race. After those first 2 laps, it was just not the lane to go, but the 96 continues to lead. Here comes the 35 moving into second. It looks like he's got the 10 car in tow. That's Nate Polite doing a good job on the bottom lane. It's going to be the 96 moving up again, but this time the inside lane, the 35 car is able to hold his own. The 11 car still being really aggressive. Oh, we got trouble. The 10 car sideways. Matthew Stewart spins. The 33 is sideways. The 63. And if there was a big one here in the duel, I think that would be it. Caution is out. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to take a look at a replay of that. Number 8 car of Jaden Carter was involved. Looks like, yep, the 10 car just comes down on the 51. That would be Nathan Inman. And carnage from there. Blaze McKinney was involved. Man, besides, he was having a good run. He just fell back a few times. Wow, that was a big wreck right there. On board Nathan Inman in the number 51 car. Man, that 10, he just got a little sideways heading in the tri-oval. Maybe didn't know he was there. Caution is out. Matthew Stewart sideways in the 70. That's a shame. He was finally starting to gain some ground. Let's see who all was involved right here from the helicopter cam. Ooh, Jack Mitchell into the wall hard. Heavy contact. Looks like the number 6 as well, the AAA car. Just a huge wreck right there. I was starting to think these guys weren't going to wreck, but man, they were really being aggressive on board with Benson Pedden. Ooh, big hit. Look at that PPG hood. Just completely scrunched up. I don't think a fresh coat of paint is going to fix that. And take a look, everybody involved in that wreck. That's Jack Mitchell, Carson Manning, Jaden Carter, Nate Polite, Matt McGrath, Colton Butcher, Nathan Inman, Benson Pedden, Matthew Stewart, and Blaze McKinney. But we are going back to the green flag, lap number 15. That's the 96 of Kevin Spencer continuing to lead. But that 35 car of Ronnie Strickland, he's had a ton of momentum here these past few laps. He could very well get the lead right here as they go single file and double file. Slowly going to turn into, my guess is 3 wide racing. These guys have been going crazy since the beginning of the race. We've got 6 to go, less than that now. The 96 car continues to lead. 35 tucked right on the back bumper. Let's see if he makes a move down the back. It looks like he will to the inside. But here comes another car. I think that's the 49 car to the inside. Wes Hayes with a huge head of steam on the bottom. He might be able to make it work. 3 wide, battle for the lead here. Coming to 5 laps to go. Let's see if the inside lane can stick with it right here. They've had trouble all day. Doesn't look like they're quite able to hold their ground. The 35, Ronnie Strickland, is going to lead us with just 5 to go. Here comes the 49 car on the bottom. He's got help from Blaze McKinney. Where did he come from? And also from the 11 of Matthew Lasasto. Blaze McKinney is able to battle it back to the front pack after that wreck. We got a 7-car battle for the lead right here. I don't think those guys in the back have anything for them. As we go down the back straightaway, the number 49 car. That is Wes Hayes. He leads this race. And here comes the 11, looking low. That car has been on edge all day. He has been driving it like Jimmy Johnson, nearly spitting people out every corner. But he's going to look to the inside, and he's going to go for the lead. I don't think he's going to quite be able to get it off the exit there, but he's able to tuck in back behind the 49 car, maybe get a bit of a draft there. It's going to be the 49 of Wes Hayes continuing to lead here through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide battle for second. Here comes the 96, gunning back for the lead. That Dunder Mifflin car looking great out here at Daytona. He is holding his own. He is going for the win as they go down the back straightaway. Blaze McKinney losing a little bit of ground with the 51. Both those cars were involved in that wreck earlier on. But look at that 96 car go. He's got Ronnie Strickland in tow. Those guys working really, really well together, trying to catch that 49 car at the front. They all have the inside lane. Let's see if that 11 car can get a run up top. He is. He's going to try and battle for the 3rd spot as the 96 continues to hold second. 3 laps to go here at Daytona. 49 car is holding his own. Here comes the 96 of Kevin Spencer back for the lead. Down through turns 1 and 2, the 49 car is moving up. Through turn 4, that might help him, but everywhere else doesn't seem to be playing to his favor. Now down the back straightaway, here comes the 35 on the inside, but the 51 disconnects from him. He might lose a little bit of ground right here. The 51 looks to the inside. Here comes the 49 back for the lead after only half a lap after losing it. Man, he is really holding his own right now. He is going strong. 3 wide battle for 3rd behind him. He's not going to be able to hold his ground, though, right there on the exit of 4. Let's see how this plays into the finish, because I think it just might. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. 96 car continues to lead. He is really far out front. He's going to lose a ton of ground if these guys can catch him and get around him. This could be detrimental to the 96 car as the number 11. That's Matthew Lasasso. He is pulling back in, trying to reel in that 96 car. Can he get there? If anybody's got a shot at it right now, it's him. He looks to the inside. Maybe not the preferred line, but looks like everybody's on the inside lane. I don't think anybody's going to have an edge on this exit. But we're getting ready for the white flag here at Daytona in duel number 2, the 11 car. with a little bit of a peek to the inside. White flag is waving. Through the trial will they go, the 96 car. He was the pole sitter, and he's been up at the front virtually all race. Can he win it? Through turns 1 and 2, there was a place to pass for the 11 car. That was probably it, with the exception of the back straightaway, which they're getting ready to go down right now. The 11 car with a lot of help from the 49. The 49 looks low. He doesn't have a lot of help on that inside line. The 11 stays tucked in with the 96. Not much anybody can do to catch that 96 car. The 11's going to have to make a move really, really soon. As it goes through turns 3 and 4, the 96 in the lead, the 11 right behind him. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Kevin Spencer or Matthew Lasasso? Coming back to the checkered flag, the 96 puts on a clinic and wins at Daytona. Duel number 2 victory. Give it to Kevin Spencer. What a finish right there. Kevin Spencer takes the win against Matthew Lasasso, Wes Hayes, Jake Gumier, Ronnie Strickland, Nathan Inman, and Blaze McKinney all running under a blanket. They got cars like Jaden Carter, Nate Polite, Matt McGrath, Jack Mitchell, who were involved in that wreck, just didn't even have a shot there at the end. But Kevin Spencer takes the victory here at Daytona. That was some really good racing. We didn't quite have the finish we had in duel number 1, but man, we had a lot of competitive racing there. And you also got to mention Matthew Stewart. He hustled his way through the field until that wreck happened, and he was really going to go for it. The next race, the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us for that race. Until then, we'll see you next time.